Well, late night host Seth Meyers, he's coming to Long Island this summer. Newsday says the former SNL regular will perform at Westhampton Beach Performing Arts Center. The venue is one of the first on Long Island to announce a series of outdoor summer concerts, which will also include shows starring Purple Experience and Jefferson Starship. The tickets go on sale this Friday, and of course there will be COVID safety guidelines enforced.
Steve, Governor Lamont also joining state and community college presidents to announce plans for the fall of 2021. News 12 Connecticut's Ali Warshawski reports they say they're hoping for a more normal college experience.
My message is simple. We are back, and we are here for you.
President of Shoreline West Regional Community College System, Thomas COLEY, says the state's community colleges will provide in-person learning and services this fall. At a press conference at Gateway Community College, several presidents, like the head of Southern Connecticut State University, said their goal is the same.
The fall semester will have a familiar pre-COVID look, with faculty and staff resuming in-person teaching and working.
At Southern, 70% of classes are scheduled to be in person or hybrid, with the remainder online. At Quinnipiac University, most students were on campus last year learning in person or hybrid. However, many experiences will not be as limited as they were last year.
Students will be free to visit each other in the residence halls, dining halls, and dining services will return to normal capacity, just like restaurants.
Olean says she's confident this can happen and it will be successful. She says the university administered over 60,000 tests this school year and has a 0.5% positivity rate. Students are not required to get a vaccine to return to QU or Connecticut state schools. However, Governor Ned Lamont is encouraging them to do so. In New Haven, Ali Warshawski, News 12, Connecticut.
Well, 2 flights from Louisiana just dropped off a batch of adorable and adoptable dogs. These were inaugural flights of the Save a Heart program. Their goal is to transport 2,000 at-risk pets from Louisiana and find them loving homes up here on the East Coast. 1,000 of these dogs are heart-warm, positive dogs who would be at a greater risk of euthanasia down south. All the dogs are now at St. Hubert's Animal Welfare Center in Madison.
These are actually adoptable shelter pets that are inside of animal shelters who tend to be looked over by other organizations, again, because the cost of caring for their heartworm disease.
All the dogs receive prior treatments and they'll continue to be treated here. They'll be staying in care until they are heartworm negative. If you're interested in a pup, call St. Hubert's.
You know what it's like to try to get into this place on a game night. How about showing proof of vaccination? Right now, that's not required. In fact, you don't have to answer any questions to get into a game right now. We've been asking you, though, throughout the night, is it a violation of your privacy to even be asked, are you vaccinated? Right now, answers are split. Still tonight, many people we spoke to hope it doesn't come to this.
There's definitely more customers coming in every day. And when they come in, they're very vocal about the fact that they've received their vaccine. They're excited about it.
As the founder of J. Walker Salon, Jessica Walker has about 60 employees over 4 locations. She says she's not forcing them to get vaccinated because it's happening on its own.
Most of the people that I work with are definitely for getting the vaccine and having everything reopened. I don't know if I necessarily would mandate it.
While customers can decide for themselves, she says it could eventually help with the screening process. Some businesses are offering discounts for proof of vaccination. Places like New York are testing vaccine passports for gatherings like sporting events. Tonight, 4 New Jersey Republicans, in the name of discrimination and constitutional rights, have introduced 2 bills that would ban a vaccine passport. Your boss can't ask you about it. Schools can't make you prove it. The government can't mandate it.
I don't think that the government should be able to really create what will amount to a segregated society if they are going to mandate a vaccine passport.
Senator Mike Testa says he's not getting the vaccine, calling it experimental.
A lot of people in America and in the state of New Jersey will not be okay with private businesses asking them whether they in fact have been vaccinated.
The ACLU has said it doesn't have an issue necessarily with this idea in certain contexts, but there are concerns when it comes to a digital passport as far as access and privacy. At the Rock in Newark, Nick Medanis, News 12 New Jersey.
The pain of being kicked out of their mosque hurts enough to make them cry.
Now he said this is his private property, and he doesn't allow us to go inside.
Worshippers of this Westchester Square mosque claim they donated hundreds of thousands of dollars 2 decades ago to buy this property as a place of worship. But someone who spoke to us on behalf of the mosque said it is actually the leader's home.
He runs the masjid. It's pretty much your house, and you turn it into a mosque or a church. So you're running it, and these people are telling him, no, this is the way it should be run. Then there's a lot of controversy with the nationalities. Bengalis and Pakistanis and Indian.
He claims because of the diversity, there are different interpretations of the Quran, leading to internal conflict. But the members I spoke with say the leader shut the door on them after they challenged his authority and transparency, alleging they've never seen paperwork nor documents for the House demanding new leadership.
We want to make a committee, crystal clear committee.
Public documents show the deed for the property is for a corporation in the mosque's name. And the lawyer for the group says the current leadership is treating the mosque like a private corporation.
When in fact, this is a religious corporation that has to be governed by New York state law, which requires elections and financial auditing and accountability and good governance.
And until something gets resolved, members are left observing iftar, the time to break their Ramadan fast, outside.
Powerful images there of them all outside. Breaking that fast. Michelle, we know that last week the owner removed the signage from that property, which obviously let everyone know that it was a mosque. So is that still the case over there?
Jess, a new sign has been put up with additional signs letting anyone know who wants to come inside to pray is welcome to. Now, the person who I spoke with today, who was talking on behalf of the mosque, was saying that 15 people have been banned. But judging by the number of members who were outside here, joined together, eating outside, it's clear that they are standing in solidarity with each other.
This is Our Lives. I'm Gwen Edwards. For 30 years, WEAC has been providing a bus ride for area students that has literally changed many of their lives. We're going to talk with the head of WEAC today, Angela Edwards. Angela, welcome to Our Lives.
Thank you again for having me. It's always a pleasure.
All right, give us a very brief history of WEAC, and what does it stand for?
WEAC stands for William E. Edwards Academic College Tours Incorporated. It was established in 1986, a couple of years after I returned from attending an HBCU. And my dad and I discovered that students in the area was not familiar with HBCUs as they should be. I developed a college tour and began to take students on week-long tours to visit the HBCUs so that they would become more knowledgeable.
And Angela, I know you have changed lives. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about the impact?
We have students who has come back who are now teachers, administrators in the Stanford public school system. We have attorneys, and it is our hope that we can continue to do and provide more for more students.
And I have heard students say that, you know, I was thinking of UConn, I was thinking of Syracuse, because all my friends from Connecticut were applying to these schools, and then I went on that tour and I found myself.
When you go on the campuses, you realize that one is your home. You look around and you see students who look like you. You see administrators who are presidents of the universities that look like you and welcome you with open arms. So we've had virtual tours with Shaw University out of Raleigh, North Carolina, and we've had virtual tours with Norfolk State University. And then we've had a variety of tours at one time with approximately 7 other college campuses. In June, though, we are anticipating personally visiting the campuses.
And tell us about the celebration you're planning for your 30th.
September 24th, we will be hosting our celebration celebrating 30 years of doing college tours and exposing students to different opportunities. It is our hope that we will get a number of alumni to return.
All right, and how to contact you?
203-570-2328.
Thank you so much, and congratulations on 30 years of making a difference in students' lives.
Thank you so much.
And we want to thank you for watching Our Lives. We hope to see you the next time.
Getting people to restaurants, getting people back to travel, getting kids back to school, that's all part of the direction that we're actually trying to focus on.
But for owner Barry Borgen, who is also an EMT, the focus began with something much more important than dining, rather the need for intubation boxes in ambulances to avoid exposure during the pandemic. He then expanded to create dental screens, airport dividers, and school barriers.
Making the dividers at least gives the parent a sense of security and gives the child a sense of security, as well as the teacher. That makes us feel happy because, yes, going back to school is very important.
Avant-Gardes has manufactured window guards and security screens for over 20 years. But the new sense of security they offer comes from the company's line of stylish social distancing partitions, dividers, and barriers designed to keep people safe and help many businesses reopen.
These products come in any color you can dream of, and they're meant to match the decor of the restaurant.
He says the colorful custom dividers are distinct because their unbreakable polycarbonate material makes them so clear it's almost like they're not there.
People sitting in restaurants, your guests, feel comfortable dining out once again.
They say the next thing are bar guards. When bars reopen in New York City and people sit down at the bar and take off their masks, these guards allow them to stay safe between their neighbor and the bartender. In Bushwick, Marissa Marcelino, News 12.
Welcome to Lovers Rock. You might be stressed out here. All of that cools off when you're outside there.
Lovers Rock is back open.
Hi, good to see you. It's almost like a little reunion.
And the team here is counting their blessings.
We're fortunate enough to be able to open up and still have that same fan base and that loyal fan base.
The Bed-Stuy spot, known for its cocktails, music, and dancing till late pre-pandemic, is bringing most of that back.
Amazing. You cannot go wrong with the cocktail.
In a new way.
Twos, nothing at the bar. Our indoor seating is all inside here.
With a new space. Joshua Alexander Jagmahan is the bar manager here.
This is our backyard.
And is really excited for everyone to see the new backyard, one of the big investments they made to reopen, along with new kitchen appliances to offer a beef, chicken, and veggie patties to customers to couple with those favorite drinks.
Well, yeah, we have thrown down, but we're planning for the next 5 to 10 years. Yes. So like one really hard, scary year, and then if we can have 5 or 10 more, I would be really so thankful. That would be amazing.
The team says they're working on getting the reggae, dancehall, and Afrobeats DJ scene back here. But don't worry, what has not changed?
Pure vibes. It's just fun over here, right? The cocktails are fun, the music is good, it's relaxed.
I'm excited. I mean, I feel that they're ready for this season, spring and summer. It's coming back in Bed-Stuy.
It's coming, and Lovers Rock is here for it. In Bed-Stuy, Jessica Cunnington, News 12.
Anyone who sexually assaults and murders a child ever walk free again? Well, that's the question, fueling a renewed push to change the law linked to a notorious Hudson Valley crime that claimed the life of a Pearl River teen. News 12 has more.
She didn't have a chance because the first thing they did was hit her on the head and with a chunk of concrete, and then they broke her larynx.
Paula Bohoveski was only 16 when she was raped and killed by these two men. Even after Paula's gruesome murder, one of her killers has been paroled, the other up for parole this summer.
The world misses her, you know. We're not the only one that lost something.
41 years later.
God knows what she would have done.
Her mother hopes to save other families from the heartbreak of fighting their child's killers from being paroled in a bill called Paula's Law.
And we'll continue to fight alongside you to ensure justice for Paula.
Assemblyman Mike Lawler and Senator Elijah Reichlin-Melnick are picking up the bill, first introduced by their predecessors in 2019.
What Paula's Law would do is say that somebody who sexually assaults, who takes the life of a child, must spend their life in prison if they are convicted.
JOAN'S Law is already protecting children victimized this way who are under 14.
She likes to dance.
Named after this mother's 7-year-old daughter who was sexually assaulted and murdered in 1973.
So here it is. We're going for the expansion of JOAN'S Law, Paula's Law, and it's going to get through sooner than you think.
If passed, it would expand the law to victims under the age of 18.
I want somebody who rapes and murders or who sexually assaults and murders to be walking the street.
And while it won't stop Paula's murderers from getting out,
it's one of my very favorite pictures there with her brother.
Once passed, it will ensure murderers who victimize children,
I think about her every day,
spend the rest of their lives behind bars. In Pearl River, Beth Cefalu, News 12.